But once I'm done and I closed the lid, I said, oh boy. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Maria, or it's MJ here on YouTube. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I just like choked myself because I just sprayed it. But okay, but I have a review slash nothing. It's a review on Truth or Dare by Madonna Naked, the naked version. So this is the beautiful perfume that we'll be reviewing today, and if you guys are interested in hearing my review, then please keep on watching. So I really wanted this perfume, you guys, because it's been getting a lot of buzz, a lot of ooh, a lot of ah, and I said, okay, fine, I'll add to cart. All right, so you know what, let me just start off with the notes because I'm gonna go on a rant, and I don't want to go on a rant. So the main accords on this one are warm, spicy, floral, balsamic, cacao, and woody. And the top notes are honeysuckle, peach blossom, and neroli. And the perfume core includes vanilla, orchid, cacao flower, and lily of the valley. And the base is creamy with Texas cedar wood, benzoin from Laos, and oud accord, and Australian sandalwood. So those are the notes, and those are the accords. So this perfume was created or launched in 2012, and it has been since then discontinued, and I think that's why I really wanted it, because of the ooh and the ah, and because I mean it's discontinued, and I'm like, it has to be a gem, and especially because it was compared to a very special fragrance of mine. It's a cheapie, and this is Sensual Amber, the Mist from Bath and Body Works. I know Victoria's Secret also has like a version of it, but Bath and Body Works, that's a truth one. So I'm gonna start off with packaging, and this is the Truth or Dare by Madonna, and this is the box right here. Just a simple white box, very simplistic, but I think it represents the bottle quite well. And this is the bottle. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It looks super vintage, and I really like it. And this is the spritz. Very nice spritz, I would say. So I got this bottle on eBay for $45.99 plus free shipping. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have it like that, so I thought it was pretty expensive, and I definitely had to think twice about buying it. But unfortunately, since it is discontinued, I couldn't go to a store nearby and smell it, try it out, ask for a sample, etc. till I decided that I wanted to buy it. I just looked at the notes, I looked at the few reviews that there are on YouTube about it, and it was compared to a very special fragrance of mine that I've had for many years that I absolutely love, and it's the Sensual Amber Fine Fragrance Mist from Bath and Body Works. I'm sure you guys have seen this, have heard about it, have tried it. You probably have it in your room right now. So I love this, get it every single year. So I was like, if I like this, I know that I'm gonna like this. So I don't like it. I really don't. So the thing is, it was described as an ambery sweet, vanilla, gourmandish, but woody. It was described as that sort of scent, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna like it. Once again, especially because it's like the perfume version of this, I'm like, I know I'm gonna like it. And the bottle itself looked absolutely amazing. I'm like, that looks so different, and oh my god, and ooh ah, and it's, you know, for a celebrity perfume, it's great, it's this and the third. So I bought it. The cheapest you can find it on eBay is $45, which is what I got it for. After that, the cheapest one is $40, but it's $15 shipping. I was like, okay, so it's the same thing, so I'm just gonna get the one from the States, and I'm gonna get it a lot faster, right? And then after that, they're like $50, $60, $70, $100 and up. So I said, okay, that's the best that I can get it for. I bit the bullet, I bought it. I got the notification that I got the fragrance, so I drove to my mailbox. I got in my car, and right there and then I opened the box and I smelled it, and I said, yep. From the bottle, it literally smells like this, just like, you know, with a little bit of differentness to it, but it's pretty much the Sensual Amber. I'm like, I know I'm gonna like this. So I was super excited. That night I was gonna go somewhere, so I'm like, perfect. This is like a cozy, sweet, ambery, like smexy kind of vibe. By smexy I mean like sexy, but I say smexy because I hate saying sexy, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like it. Put it all over me. I put it all over my hair and on my sweater. You guys know the gist. Oversprayer queen around here. And I was like, I had this cloud of sweetness around me, and I said, I said, it smells different from the bottle. It really smelled different from the bottle. It smelled super sweet, and from the bottle, like smelling it from the bottle, I didn't get that sweetness. I got more of like a slight vanillic, ambery, woodsy kind of sweet. So not like candy sweet, you know what I mean? It was more of like a sensual, like Egyptian queened, vintagey. Okay, so that's what I get. But when I'm spraying it all over me, and I'm an oversprayer, so I'm going like, you know, super quick. But once I'm done and I close the lid, I said, you know, I'm smelling like this candy synthetic fragrance with a medicinal background. And I said, oh boy. So I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, that's just the opening, so I'm gonna let it dry down, and once it dries down, I'm sure that it's gonna be that beautiful Egyptian queen fragrance that I smelled from the bottle. So it dries down, it dries down, it dries down, and the candiness was still there. So to me, it smelled like a synthetic candy, like a candy corn kind of sweet, or like a honey, you know those honey candies that you get from like the Dollar Tree, so like a cheap candy pretty much. So it smelled very synthetic, and then once it dried down, that sweetness was still there, but it just wasn't as prominent, but it was still pretty sweet. And I started smelling more of a medicinal sort of smell, but not like a tea this time. I know that when I describe like medicinal, I say tea, like a sweet tea. This was more of like a muscle joint back rub. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So it was like that in the background. So it was a weird mixture, and I said, you know what, it's different, but it's different, whatever. I have different fragrances, and I like different fragrances. I'm like, it's gonna kind of grow on me. But there was also something very vintage about it. Like, it just kept reminding me of something that maybe my grandma would have worn when she was young, and that's what it kept reminding me of. And then my brother said, my brother's really honest when it comes to like how I smell, and he knows like my perfume addiction or whatever. It's not an addiction. It's not an addiction. Okay, let's move on. So he's very honest with me. He said, you smell like an old lady. And I said, okay, maybe that's his words of putting you smell vintage. So I mean, the bottle looks vintage and it smells vintage. But the thing is, and I don't hate it, and I can see why a lot of people might like it. It dries down to a sweet, creamy aroma, but it's just not for me. I actually prefer this a lot more than this. I find this more smexy, and I find this more not smexy. And I can see why other people would appreciate it. It's definitely kind of different, but it's not for me. And the thing is, if I think too hard about it, and if I don't change my mind over the course of me using it, I've used it 3 times, and I don't like it. It's more like a 7 out of 10, and if it's not a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, it's just not it for me. Yeah, and I don't want to keep a perfume just to keep it, just because it's discontinued and I want to say that I have it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not me. I have other fragrances that I can go for, or like more, like for example, I can get this like for $10 somewhere, and I like it a lot more than this. By the way, this on my skin, I forgot whose review I saw that they said that it's super long lasting or whatever. This on me, bye, gone. This on my skin does not last even 30 minutes. It's completely gone. Gonzo, Houdini, where are you? Can't find you. On me, it's completely gone. I will say that it's very long lasting on clothes, as it should be. Most fragrances are super long lasting on clothes and your hair, but on my skin, it's gone. So not it for me. That's $45 that I can definitely put towards another perfume or into my savings account, even better. Definitely going to be selling it either on eBay or Mercari, one of those, but I unfortunately cannot keep it. But I wanted to record this video to let you guys know about this fragrance, because I know that it has been getting a little bit of hype, and I wanted to join in on the hype. So that is it for today's video. Comment down below if you know of this fragrance, if you were looking to try it, or if you are interested in buying it. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye.